Missouri's governor is sending the National Guard to bring peace and order to the city of Ferguson. Police clashed with protesters last night in some of the worst street violence since a deadly police shooting 9 days ago. Governor Jay Nixon signed an order early this morning calling in the Guard.
Also this morning, Ferguson officials postponed the first day of school for the second time. And an autopsy on Michael Brown done at his family's request shows an officer shot the 18-year-old 6 times. Vlad Duthiers is in Ferguson, where at least 2 people were wounded in shootings last night as well. Vlad, good morning.
Good morning. Well, nearly 3 hours before the curfew was set to begin last night, violence once again erupted on West Florissant Avenue here in Ferguson, Missouri. And we were on the streets as the area became engulfed with rubber bullets, tear gas, smoke bombs on streets packed with police and nearly 700 protesters. Chaos once again filled the streets of Ferguson late Sunday night as police officers in riot gear fired tear gas into crowds of protesters. But the demonstrators stood their ground. Many were peaceful. Others were more aggressive, building makeshift barricades and throwing bricks and debris from looted shops nearby.
Molotov cocktails were thrown. There were shootings, looting, vandalism, and other acts of violence that clearly appear not to have been spontaneous, but premeditated criminal acts.
Law enforcement officials report the riots began shortly after multiple shootings occurred around 8 p.m., heightening police presence as the crowds grew.
I had no alternative but to elevate the level of our response.
Just hours before the riot broke out, Captain Ron Johnson spoke at a Ferguson rally for the family of Michael Brown, pledging solidarity with the community.
You are my family, you are my friends, and I am you.
But people here are growing increasingly frustrated with the investigation into Brown's death. Late Sunday night, the New York Times revealed details of a preliminary autopsy performed on Michael Brown. It found that he had been shot at least 6 times, including twice in the head. The final shot hit the top of his head, suggesting he was bent forward. The report also found that Brown did not appear to have been shot from very close range because no gunpowder was found on his body. Also adding to the growing rift here in Ferguson, backlash over the police department's decision to release surveillance video of Brown stealing a box of cigars minutes before the fatal shooting. On Face the Nation, Missouri Governor Jay Nixon condemned the release of the video.
Oh, we didn't have any knowledge about that. I think the Justice Department also indicated they didn't think it should be released, and I think it had an incendiary effect.
And we are understanding that there'll be a press conference later today with the Brown family, their attorneys, and Dr. Michael Bodden, the medical examiner that they've hired to conduct an independent examination. Nora?
All right, Vlad, thank you so much.